Okay, see. This circuit you can solve using what? Kirchhoff law. So there are so many loops which can be taken. There would be many equations. So what is your aim? Your aim is to reduce the number of loops, make the circuit as simple as possible, and then if you get stuck, then apply the Kirchhoff law. Hardly Kirchhoff law would be required, I have told you many times. Get the point? So we'll first try to simplify the circuit. Before doing this circuit, I'll ask you a very simple one. Suppose this one is not related to this, okay? I'm just asking. Suppose this resistance was not there, that was not there, any one is missing, okay? The circuit becomes completely different. If you are writing Kirchhoff law, you'll have to do the same number of steps and you will get the answer. But this is a much simpler circuit. This one is also quite simple. What is happening over here is, can anybody tell me? This voltage from here to here, this voltage difference is 6 volts. If any current flows in this line, the voltage difference would be not equal to 6. Why? IR drop and IR drop. Hence, I know there is no current flowing in this line. Get the point? First of all, suppose it was a circuit. Then this goes off. Since there is no current flowing, last time I told you, if you have a wire where no current is flowing, you can take off the wire. Okay? Where no current is flowing. So you can take it off. Now we'll see the circuit again. Now can you tell me anything? Now can you solve it? What is happening? Batao. Louder. What internal resistance? The one on the top. Okay. Now this is this 6 volt battery with this internal resistance. That 6 volt battery, 12 volt battery with that internal resistance. Okay. Carefully you see this one positive is up and that one negative is up. Okay. Most probably this is going to drive the current. And maybe the current is going ulta in this, like this, maybe. Get the point? Is it clear? This is if I make it more simply, it is something like this. That resistance I put over there. I'll put it over here. This one. Six volt, 111. Right? Is the circuit or not? This I have put on the other side. Is it right or wrong? Right? This one I made over here. Doesn't matter. This point is same as that point. This I have put over there. And this I have put over there. Now this and this together, what is it? It has got a new E, and what is that E? Given by the formula, E by R is equal to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2. E is, say downwards I am taking it as positive, whatever comes downward, if it comes positive I will take downward as positive, then 12 is positive over here. 12 by internal resistance 1 plus minus 6 by 1. It is ulta or not? Is equal to E by R. R separately, R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So 1 by 1 plus 1 by 1. Right? So 1 by R is 1 by 2. Hence 1 by R is, I'll write it over as, this is 2, so it is 2E. Okay? So this becomes 12 minus 6, which is 6, 6 by 2, E is equal to 3. Right? Right? Hence this can be redrawn as 3 positive it is coming, so same alignment as whatever I had taken positive, so 3 with an internal resistance of R which is 1 by 2, right? And this is a circuit which is having a total resistance of 1 by 2 plus 1. 1 by 2 plus 1 is 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 is the resistance and 3 is the battery voltage. So 3 divided by 3 by 2, 2 ampere current is flowing. Any doubt? Any doubt? That is how you make use of this formula. I am particularly fond of this formula. You can apply it anywhere you want. Is it clear? Now where is this current flowing? Is this 2 ampere current flowing over here? No. Over here? No. This has become a single battery, so it is flowing over here. Get the point? What is flowing over here, what is flowing over there, you will have to find separately. Can anybody tell what is flowing here over in the each branch? How will you do it? Some of the current should be that. So what is it? Can you tell me? You just see how much is the voltage drop across this. How do you see that? This 2 into this resistance, 2 ampere 1 ohm resistance, this is the voltage drop or not? So how much is the voltage drop? 2 volts. Okay, 2 which side? This side is positive, that side is negative. So plus minus, and it is a 2 volt drop. Okay, so this, how much should be the current? Hence such that it is 2. It is any voltage over here, VA minus 12. Current is flowing which way? Current is flowing this way, or I will go from this side to that side. Okay, so current is flowing this way. If you go along the current in a resistor, if you go along the current, which side is positive, which side is negative? It goes from positive to negative. There is a drop of IR. Okay, it's minus IR if you go along the current. Okay, so how much is this? Minus, this was 1 ohm resistance, I you don't know, so minus I, and then plus 12 is equal to 2. So how much is that I? How much is that I? I is equal to 10. Right? I is coming as plus 10. 10 is going over here. Right? 2 is going out. 8 must be going in this or not. Let us check out. This should also give you a drop of plus 2 from here to there. Okay? So again I will start from this side. If you go along this side, what is it? Current is going ulta. That means it is how much? Plus 8. 8 into 1, 8 ampere, 1 ohm. So plus 8 minus 6, which is 2 again. Get the point? Get the point? Is it clear? This is how you will be doing it. You will be finding the total current supplied by the bunch of the batteries outside. You find the voltage outside and then try to find out the voltage in across each. Is it clear? Is it clear? Now interesting thing is, you can do one more thing. You can consider this to be a battery, this to be a battery, this to be a battery. Suppose there was a battery over here. Suppose you had a battery over here. Okay, now how do you solve the circuit? One way of solving the circuit is exactly same. Take any two batteries to be in parallel. Find out the equivalent battery. Now you have this with a battery over here left. Right? Now these two batteries are in series. You will simply add up the battery or subtract the voltage of the battery depending on pluses with minus or minuses with minus. Right? If you get such a situation, you add up the voltage or not? This is 3 volt, this is 4 volt. What is the total voltage? 5. And if it was ulta, this is another battery. Then what it is? It's a 1 volt battery or not, which with this side as positive and that side as negative. Get the point? So you make any two as a single battery and then make the two batteries in series. Is it clear? Now suppose I don't want to do that. Simply, I will be solving as I have solved, but simply to cross check and to confirm my fundas. What I will say is, let these three be a battery. Okay, you need not have a battery. Suppose there was a battery of 0.0001 volts, still you can apply the formula or not. So a single wire, simple wire is a battery of 0 volts, still you must be able to apply the formula. It is coming from all mathematical expressions of Kirchhoff law. Okay, this formula derivation you do yourself. It's given in your book, it's quite simple. Have you done it? Go through your NCERT book or S.C. Verma, it's there. Okay. If I say this is the battery, then equivalent becomes a certain battery of internal resistance R and say polarity downwards. So polarity downwards E, and it's an open circuit now. All the three have become a battery. So all are three in as a battery. Is the current going anywhere? Current is going internally in all the three, but it is not going outside. If I had attached a circuit like this outside, then the current would have been going in that or not? Is it clear? Is this point clear? Is this point clear? I'll repeat this point. These two together is a simple circuit with current going like this. I'll take some values, 1 ohm, say 12 volt, 6 volt. Okay, what is it effectively? 12 and 6 back to back, so they are effectively 6 volt battery with a 2 ohm resistance. So the 3 ampere is flowing like this, right? Get the point? If I had given this circuit with a resistance, you would have made this as a single battery with the current flowing outside. Okay, things would change, current will flow outside, but this, if I remove this resistance, it is still a battery. It's still a battery of this kind. Get the point? Let me check what is the voltage drop across from this point to that point. How much is the voltage drop? Minus 3 plus 12. So how much is it? Here to here, 9. Right? So it is a battery of 9 voltage, 9 volt battery in this situation. Okay? You can check from here also. It is, if I go from here downwards, I am going against the current, it is plus 3 plus 6, 9 volt battery, right? It's a 9 volt battery. If I apply the formula also, it's a 9 volt battery. R is given by 1 by R is equal to 1 by 1 plus 1 by 1, which is R is equal to half. E is equal to E by R, which is half, is equal to 12 by 1 plus 6 by 1, 18. 18 by 2 is a 9 volt battery. You see, you get the voltage of this as 9. You have an internal resistance of half. Be very careful. This E itself is 9. You have got an internal resistance. That means no current is flowing right now. It's an open circuit 9. Okay. If a current was flowing, then from here to there, the voltage would have been less than 9 or not, if the current was flowing. Okay. Get the point? So two batteries where currents are flowing inside is effectively to a single battery where no current may be flowing. Get the point? Just cross check whether you get a 2 in this or not. If all three are made together, this to this is coming 2 voltage or not from here to here. 2 volt potential drop. Are you getting 2 using the formula? So first of all, R will become 1 by R is equal to 1 by 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1 by 1. Okay. So R is equal to 1 by 3. Any doubt? Huh? E is equal to E upon 1 by 3 is equal to downwards I have taken positive 12 by 1 minus 6 by 1 and 0 by 1. There is a 0 volt battery. Okay. So what do you get? You will get your E as 2. Okay. 6 by 3, 2. Get the point? So where you don't have a battery also, you can imagine the battery and apply the formula to make your circuits simpler. Is it clear? So this is very, very handy and you have to understand it. Ask.
How do you know unit equivalent resistance thing?
What he is saying is, suppose you get a situation like this is a 12 volt battery and this is a 6 volt battery. Now what happens? What happens? This says it is 12 volt, this says it's a 6 volt. You don't have any resistors to make the voltage across them equal. So two unequal voltages are connected without resistance, it's a short circuit. It is simply saying that you have a 6 volt battery. This becomes a 6 volt battery which is positive is connected to negative. These two if I bring together on one side, it becomes a single battery of 6 volt or not. And this wire is simply connected. It's a short circuit. Get the point? Infinite current flowing, I tending to infinity and resistor R tending to 0 will make a certain drop. Okay? For the time the circuit remains in operation. If the wire gets blown off, it is blown off.
What if there was a resistor in parallel to this?
Just a second. Yeah.
What if there was a resistor in parallel to this?
Where? Still.
Yeah.
Still it is a blown off circuit. Yeah. Whatever you have, if this voltage across this and that voltage is not matching, it is infinite current flowing. Okay? Get the point? Now coming to this, I know this is not in parallel with that, but whatever is in parallel to whatever, I will try to solve it one by one and I will get it. Okay? So I am not going to solve it for you. I am just going to tell you the steps because I have to do something else today. This one is in parallel to this one or not. These two can be considered as a single resistance of 2 ohm. So 6 volt 2 ohm and 6 volt 1 ohm parallel, I will make it as a single battery and single resistance and it will come out to be something like this. Single battery E with a single resistance R given by 1 by 2 plus 1 by 1 and E given by the formula E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2. So these two becomes a single, this remains outside, so this is there, and in the meanwhile you can make these two also as a single. This is a 0 volt battery with a certain internal resistance and there is a 12 volt battery with a certain internal resistance. These two also you can make single in the same go, but I am going to make it in, draw it again and then do whichever is easier to do. Okay, now this is a circuit. Now this you can make in parallel to that or not. This resistance will become this plus this internal resistance of this, right? And you will get a circuit of a single battery, single resistance and a resistance in series. Is it clear? Simple or not? So you will keep on applying that. You will not apply the Kirchhoff law. Because applying Kirchhoff law will waste your time and the formula is coming from Kirchhoff law. Get the point? So if you apply the formula, you are saving your time on choosing loops and eliminating variables. This is very, very important in solving circuits. Okay? Every year one circuit will be coming at least and this is one of the techniques to solve it. This you have to keep in your mind. Is it clear? Is it clear? You could have taken this and this in parallel, this and this in parallel, but the best would be to take this and, okay, where did I ask to find the current? if I have asked you to find the current in this resistance, then take this and this in parallel, so that you get a single battery out of this and straight away how much current is going in that. Is the point? If you take this and this in parallel, you will get current in this, and then again you will have to do a one line more to get current in that. Is it clear? I said do it so that you have a practice on this problem. Fast, complete it. Find resistance, find the current in this resistance, and find the current in all the three branches. Chalo jaldi karo. Okay, now, so do it stepwise. First we'll reduce this part. Okay. So this is what? E1 is 6 volt, R1 is 2 ohms. This and this together can be written as a single internal resistance of 2 ohms, right? E2 again plus 6 because their polarities are same, and R2 has 1 ohm. Hence, you will have your R combined resistance. This R is equal to 1 by 1 plus 1 by 2. So, it is how much? 2 by 3. So, R is 2 by 3. 2 divided by 3 ohms. Okay. E is how much? E1 6 by 2 plus 6 by 1. Right. So, this is 3 plus 6, 9, hence it is 6, right? Right. So E is equal to 6 volt over there. Next, this R by 2, 2 by 3 and 1 ohm is how much? 5 by 3. 5 by 3, 6 volt and 12 volt, 1 ohm, you will combine them together. Combine and tell me how much is the battery. Six volt, internal resistance, 5 by 3, 1 ohm, 12 volt, internal resistance, 1 ohm. Okay. So you apply the formula again, you get R for this. This will become a single battery with a single resistance, R and E. 1 by R is equal to 1 by 5 by 3 plus 1 by 1, right? So R is equal to 5 by 8, okay? And E divided by 5 by 8 is equal to, plus you will say this side, then 12 divided by 1 minus 6 divided by 5 by 3, okay? Right? So from here you get the E value as how much? 21 by 4, and this R value 5 by 8. Now what is it? This R in series with 1 ohm, you can solve. So what you'll get? You'll only get the current in this branch. Don't even think that you have got this current. Is the point? You'll get current only in this branch, which comes out to be, if you combine 5 by 8 plus 1 and do this calculation, it comes out to be 42 by 13. 42 by 13 amperes up. Okay? Any doubt? Once you get this, you'll know the voltage drop across this is 42 by 13 into 1. Okay? So what is the voltage drop across this also should be 42 by 13. Is it clear? With this plus and that negative. Okay? So let the current in this be I minus I into 1 for this plus 12 is equal to 42 by 13, or you can complete the whole loop, minus IR plus 12 minus 42 by 13. Huh? No. Minus IR plus 12 minus 42 by 13 is equal to 0. Or this potential is this potential, which is 42 by 13. Okay? Any doubt? Any doubt? So you will get your I value. I value is how much? 12 minus, what is it coming? 114. So you have 114 by 13 flowing here. Hence, how much is flowing over there? In this, 114 by 14 goes in this and this, right? So how much is this? 114 by 13 minus 42 by 13. This is 72 by 13. Now we go to this circuit. This one is, this point I know it is going. This one in this branch it is going 72 by 13. Not individually. So this one is 72 by 13. Not individually. Okay? Get the point? What is individually? How do you find out? You find the Kirchhoff in this or potential drop across these 2 points. How much is the potential drop here? From here to there? Minus 72 by 13 into 1. Minus 72 by 13 into 1. Drop here. It was upwards. Plus 42 by 13 into 1. Right? I will complete the whole loop. Let the current going in this be I that way. I that way. So I will go in this now. You are going along I. This is the loop I am writing. So I started from here, minus 72 by 13 plus 42 by 13 minus IR. I into how much is the R over here? 1 ohm. And plus 6 is equal to 0. You will get current in this. Okay? Subtract that current, you will get current in this. Okay? Or you do a loop of this one, you will get the current in the other one also. End out.